get better results from your program. Like I said in my 30-second speech, it kind of sucks if you're going to the gym day in, day out and not really noticing any results when you look at yourself in the mirror week after week, month after month, but yet you're still spending all that time at the gym. And as Mr. Mills always says, there's only one thing you can't get back, and that is time. So I want to teach you how to optimize that a little bit better. Now, before I go into that, though, what I do want to make absolutely clear is, though, you cannot out-train a bad diet. All right? I'm going to say that again. You cannot out-train a bad diet. I don't care what you're doing, how killer your workout program is, or how sweet it is. At the end of the day, you must eat properly. And that's a whole different topic, obviously. So, what I like to do to start with is just kind of talk about what are the best exercises for weight loss. Now, you see a lot of stuff in magazines, whatever the 1,000 rep workout, but at the end of the day, there's a few basic, simple principles that you should be following when it comes to your exercises. And the main thing being is you should choose what I call big bang exercises, multi-joint exercises. So multi-joint exercises being squats, push-ups, lunges, nothing crazy, nothing fancy, but at the end of the day, what those exercises do for you is they work a lot of muscle. They work a lot of muscle at one time. And when you do that, you're going to have a bigger overall impact on your metabolism by stimulating more growth hormone, more testosterone, and by stimulating growth hormone and testosterone, which should be the goal of your exercise program, you're going to induce the weight loss. Those are your two most powerful fat burners and muscle builders. So those big bang exercises, again, squats, push-ups, lunges, all sorts of variations of those exercises is what's going to get you the best results from your program. Now, on top of that, one other important factor that you want to consider in is the ordering of your exercises. And the most common thing that I do in my programs when I'm working with someone, again, specifically to lose weight, is I like to alternate between upper and lower body exercises. And the reason that's so important is because it's really going to bring up your heart rate in a hurry. By doing so, say you do a set of push-ups, all right, and then you go immediately into a set of squats. While you're doing the squats, your upper body's resting. So you can get right back into it. And again, if you do that, if you just alternate between squats and push-ups, all right, I guarantee you, if you did that for 5 minutes, your heart rate would be through the roof for most people. So, and again, you don't have to make it any more complicated than that, and I'm a big fan of simplicity. So, alternating between upper and lower body exercises, and then you can also do many different forms of training. There's circuit training, which is a mainstay in my own personal program that I use. But then there's also what we call station training, where you can do a set and then rest, do a set and then rest, and you can alternate again between upper and lower body being the key factor there. Or you can do supersets, do an upper body exercise, a push-up, right, followed by a squat, and then back to the push-up like I just mentioned. So there are several different ways that you can stack those on top. And that's one thing that I do for my clients is I systematize that and put it into a periodized fashion so the body does not adapt. Because if you just do circuit training, it's only a matter of probably about 3 weeks. Yes, you'll see some results, but starting that 4th week, you're going to really start noticing a decline in the results because your body's going to start to adapt to what you're doing. So those are all important factors to keep in mind, when you're at the gym training. And again, that's one thing that I do for my clients. Rest periods, another critical factor. So what I see, or what I used to see in the gym, I should say, when I was working at a bigger gym, I'd see people come in there, the first thing they do, if they're guys, the first thing they do, they come to the bench press, throw on a 45-pound plate, do a set, and then sit there, chit-chat, maybe go get a drink, and then when they felt good and ready, they would go back and hit another set. Unfortunately, if you're looking for weight loss, that's not going to cut it. You must really keep a tight eye on those rest periods. You're looking at about a 30-second to about a 90-second rest period is generally what you want to stay between for your rest periods. And again, that has to do with the heart rate response. All right, you want to get your heart rate up so your body starts burning that sugar. You burn the sugar, you're going to burn the fat after the workout. You don't actually burn fat during the workout, but it's after your workout. So you must get that heart rate up, and that's what those shorter, more condensed rest periods will do. Along with that, again, the shorter condensed rest periods are going to stimulate the growth hormone and the testosterone within your body. And once again, those are your two most powerful muscle building and fat burning hormones. Okay, so you really want to go after and try to stimulate those. Now, as far as how often you should train, I get asked this question quite a bit, and really there is no exact answer. It depends on the program design, but typically for most people you're going to want to be doing 3 to 4 days a week. I said 2 days would be minimum, 3 days would be ideal, 4 days was really going to accelerate the process. And for those workouts, you want to make sure you're doing total body workouts, pretty much working every muscle in your body to get the biggest increase in your metabolism, so you can lose the most weight, which is 99% of people's goal when they're in the weight room working out. So those are a few quick tips that I had that I just wanted to share with y'all. And other than that, I really wanted to open it up and just answer some questions. If anyone had like one burning question, if they're confused about something, I'd like to answer that and help clarify any of the questions that you all might have.
What would you think about all these products that are on the market that are either, there's some sort of a drink that you drink either before or after you work out? The ones that are before are supposed to help you have a better workout. The ones after are usually some sort of a replenish.
Yeah, right on. Really most important thing with those is to keep in mind that those are supplements, and they're called supplements because they supplement an already good sound nutrition plan, and they do work, but you must be doing all the other stuff correctly on the nutrition side of things as well. You can't just go to McDonald's and then take your protein shake after your workout and then expect it to work. That's not what they do. They supplement an already sound nutrition plan, and so that's the most important thing to remember with those. But they do work. Like I personally, I'll supplement with a protein shake right after my workout to help rebuild my muscle tissue, because when you're working out or when you're lifting weights, you're actually breaking down your muscle tissue, which is made of amino acids, which is basically protein. And so in order to help it rebuild and replenish itself, you do want to get some protein into you as quick as possible is one thing that you do want after your workout. So it does work. Again, but more importantly than that, I want to emphasize that you have to be eating correctly throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month for those things to optimize the results that you're going to see from those things. Yes, Julian.
Jeremy, one of the things I think women sometimes are challenged with is their midsection around their stomach.
Yes.
And all that. But most women don't like to do sit-ups and crunches.
Yeah.
Are there any other exercises that women can do to maybe help tone their stomach and midsection?
Awesome question. So the truth is about that, all right, everyone wants to lose it right there, okay? But the fact is, you can't spot reduce body fat. You just can't do it. The way you reduce body fat is it's the cumulative effect of everything that you're doing inside the gym. So I know it's real popular. You do see a lot of what do they call it? Stomach flattening exercises or workout routines. But at the end of the day, all those routines it's an cumulative effect of everything that they're doing in there. It's not doing, say you're doing 100 sit-ups. Sit-ups aren't going to make your abs flat. I think most of you all agree with that, right? So there is no super special exercises that are going to make your stomach flat. It's the cumulative effect of doing those total body exercises like I was talking about that would, that's going to flatten your stomach better than anything else. So, but with that being said, doing stuff such as planks, if you're familiar with, so plank would be, how do we describe it?
Craig, you tell them.
So much fun.
Bob.
So plank could be like you're on your forearms and tiptoes, and you just hold your body in a bridge position off the ground. And really you're going to feel a lot of tension through your midsection. So that'd be one way to challenge your abs without doing traditional sit-ups. I can see you picturing that. If you can picture that, that's a little hard, I know. But that would be one way to work the abs without doing sit-ups. And really, just doing more dynamic exercise in general is the best way to train your abs. Because abs, they brace, they stabilize. They don't just do this, all right? They brace and stabilize your entire body. So you can do like a lot of one-arm, uneven work. There's a bunch of ways that I'll incorporate it in and working in. It's a little hard to explain verbally without actually demonstrating.
Jack 3Ds.
Like who?
Jack 3Ds.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you think about pre-workout?
Personally, I don't do any pre-workout stuff. I used to, but I just don't like it. I don't like the feeling I get from it. And a lot of those things end up getting pulled off the shelves. They're not really tested a whole lot. So for me personally, I want to keep my body healthy. I just have a hard time trusting those things. They're just not tested. There's a lot of stuff that can slip in there, and they don't even have to put anything on the label. So I stay away from that stuff. Obviously, they are very popular though with people.
What is your best suggestion for pre-workout meals? Like how long prior or before your workout? How long do you want to go between your meal and your workout?
Everyone's going to be different. Some people, if they eat too closely, they're going to get nauseated before they work out. So everyone's a little different. Typically, what I say to start with is if you can eat some fruit beforehand, use that. If you're running a little bit late, if you're within about 30 minutes to about an hour within the workout, I would do just something a little bit lighter, like a piece of fruit to give you some sugar, get some sugar into the body to give you energy for the workout. If you're about like 2 hours out, you can eat more of a full meal.
That's what I like.
And again, I would just load up just a good balanced meal, lots of protein, and tons of vegetables,
Right.
more vegetables than anything else. And then you can get a little bit of fruit into there as well.
And the best time to eat carbs is in the afternoon, like a lunch, so that you have the day to burn off those carbs and use it as energy.
Yes.
when you work
Well,
out, right?
I guess personally, if someone's going for weight loss, I try to get all out of their diet. I don't like the starchy carbohydrates. More so, you'd be getting those from the vegetables.
The vegetables and the
would
fruit.
be the main source of that, and the fruit. Yes.
But if you are going to do it in the afternoon so you can burn it.
Well, you
kind
want to
of-
do it around your workout.
That's
Yeah.
kind of what doctors say.
So around your workout, it can give you a little boost. So, but
Yeah.
what I found is a lot of people just don't respond well, and they tend to overdo it on that. So.
Yeah.
For cardio in general, is an elliptical or a treadmill pretty much useless?
Not useless. You can use them, but most people, in my opinion, don't use them properly. They don't use them very efficiently. So, like a treadmill, I'll use, but I don't use it for any longer than probably 60 seconds at a time. And it's really how you use it. So it's not necessarily wrong, but how you use it.
Nothing
What
worse
would you
than
say is
boring.
the minimum amount of time you have to exercise to get benefit from it?
If you know what you're doing, 10 minutes. Easily 10 minutes, you can get a great workout in. Like I said, but you got to get down to business, and again, that's where it comes to knowing what you're doing and how to implement some different strategies comes into play. So,
One more question. I think you.
Is there a better time during the day in which you would actually work out and get the most out of your workout with respect to how long should you wait until after you eat before you work out? Is there a better time of the day to work out?
that's a great question. There's a lot of debate about that. There's a lot of theory that working out first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, you're going to burn more fat. In my personal opinion, there is no real hardcore evidence on any of that stuff. My personal opinion is you got to find what's going to work for you, because what's more important than that is being consistent with your workouts, day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out. So more importantly is finding a time that can fit into your schedule that you can make on a consistent, regular basis would be way more important than trying to precise it down to the exact time. But there is a lot of debate about that. But there's nothing really out there that just says one way or another.
I seem to do